Earthworks guys, what's going on, man? John Cacchione back with another really cool project, man. This one was a customer that came to us and just bought a bunch of plants without a design. So she did it kind of backwards of how we would normally do it. And then I came out to the house and did a design that you see here and put everything in place. And then she found out we did hardscape stuff. So we did driveways and we did pavers, and she had a really cracked driveway, which a lot of homes have. I see that a lot. A lot of the new real estate homes, some of the older buildings, even some of the newer projects with concrete driveways are cracked with trees by them, with heavy machinery on them, with water from the roof eroding underneath them and things like that. The pavers are a really good replacement for things like that. You can see what we did here to enhance the property. This paver we chose on this project was pretty unique to use on the driveway. We love this big 12 by 24 single brick, but it had to be 4 inches thick to tolerate the weight of the cars and still have the 6 inches of depth of crushcrete underneath it. So we've got the 4-inch thick paver, and then we've got a 6-inch base of crushcrete underneath all that. So that was really unique to this job. And we've got a really cool border here too, where we normally do a single 6x9 border. We did a little double. So it gives you just a really nice imprint of that contrasting color versus just a single band. You could do the double band. You could do a triple band. I like to do the little sandwich band, I call it. So you take two 6x9s and you sandwich another little thin paver in between them. It's a really pretty look. So dressing up your borders like that is really a nice way just to dress up a driveway. You can do that on existing concrete driveways too. It doesn't have to just be pavers. You could come in with a paver border, a paver apron, and then some paver bands that we cut into the concrete just to enhance what you already have. You don't have to tear out everything, but that's what we did here in this project. We widened the driveway here. We enhanced the entrance. So it is just really big now. It gives you that sense of welcomeness to the front door. We moved a lot of the plants around there. Up there we were able to save. This palm here we were able to move. All the liriope here we were able to move. Talking about the contrasting border in the colors of pavers, you could do that with a lot of different colors. This charcoal border is really nice with a Sierra paver, with a Lionsbridge paver, with a straight gray paver. This is a Glacier color that we've used, and I've wet the driveway for the video. The glossy sealer will give you that wet look all the time. You do have to reapply that every 3 to 5 years based on your wear and tear of where you've actually used it. But it'll give you this wet look, and you can kind of see where it's gone from wet to dry pretty fast, and I just wet that. So the sealer will lock that look in place, or we could do a matte finish. We'll give you not the glossy finish, but the finish you see when it's dry. I do recommend the sealer. I do recommend you reapply it, just because your cars, your kids, your everything is going to be a lot easier just to clean your surfaces off if you've got that coat of sealer on the paver. Another unique thing about this property here was it's deemed a wildlife habitat for, man, all kind of reptiles, amphibians, birds, you name it, in the back. And this was given to them by the city, man. So the plants and things that we used here were really thought about and brought the project together for the customer and just for Mother Nature. You know, you got to think about, then we back up to the preserve. So this design, guys, was really a Florida-friendly design where I was showing you the habitat stuff for wildlife. Earthworks can do any kind of design you want. The Florida-friendly, more of an Asian theme, more of a subtropical theme, more of a xeriscape theme where you want to be water-wise. That's important in a lot of areas. So come to us with some of those plants you like. Bring us a little design you like, and we can tweak it to fit your yard specifically. All the turtles out on their rock we made. We also did a little rock crop out for the turtles on this project. So that was kind of something unique. And the water levels come up enough now for them to be able to utilize that. So those are our Tennessee field boulders we use in our projects for our waterfalls. We already had this natural pond. So that's neat to see him using it.
So how did all this happen? There's a story there. I originally, I would say 5-6 years ago, I went to Earthworks, having driven by it several times, and went in and started purchasing multiple plants. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but I was buying all those plants. And just by happenstance, I run into John, and he sees how many plants I have. And he said, well, what are you going to do with those? and we became fast friends because I had in my mind that I wanted to get more indigenous plants rather than just, I love the oak trees, but I really wanted to get more sort of a tropical palms and plants that are more indigenous and add pops of color. So John came up with a wonderful plan, and I met with him and reviewed the plan and said, this is it. So it has been such a great adventure for the last, truly, I think it's been almost 6 years or 7 years even. And it's transformed my yard. And then recently, they did such a great job helping me do the landscape that I needed a new driveway. And I didn't know that Earthworks did driveways. So it was just incredible. It was such a pleasure to work with the team from the get-go, from John and the team making the design, and then Mike and Dave and the guys that came and actually helped do the pavers. But what a great experience. My husband and I could not be more pleased. We are madly in love, and it has transformed our house. And I love the yard. It's attracted a lot of wildlife and bees and butterflies, and it's been certified, so it's a natural habitat for a lot of those creatures. But I could not be just more thrilled with Earthworks. So great job to you guys. I'll see you soon. Can't wait to come back.